You hungry? Let's take a trip. What's up, my locals? It's your girl AJ from Local Tourist Craves, and for today we are going to make a quick and super simple apple pie, but we're gonna make a twist on it. It's gonna be mini apple pies. So let's go ahead and get into the ingredients that you're gonna need. First things first is you're going to need a can of apple pie filling. Got this one from Dollar Tree for $1. You're gonna need some brown sugar, some pie crust. You can make it or you can keep it simple like I'm doing and just get it pre-made. You're gonna need some allspice, some ginger, some vanilla extract. So you're also going to need a fork to close our pies, a cutting board or a clean working surface, some measuring cups, a mixing spoon, a biscuit cutter, pie cutter, cookie cutter, something to cut it. You can also use a can or a jar or a cup. You're gonna need, as y'all know, a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and a mixing bowl. So let's get into the video. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and what am I talking about, y'all? Preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And then we're gonna go ahead and set this to the side. And we're gonna work on our pie filling first. So I would definitely recommend keeping your pie crust in the fridge until you're ready to use it because it works better when it's cold. So we're gonna pop that back in my fridge. And let's start on our pie crust. So you're going to need, depending on how much you're making, y'all know the drill, our house is little, so I'm not gonna make a whole bunch. So I'm gonna use half of this, half a cup of this. Actually, let's do 2 cups. I mean 1 cup, not half a cup. So that's about half of the jar, of the can, whatever you want to call it. And real quick, I'm just gonna cut these apples up smaller since we're actually making the mini version, so we don't want them to be too big. So I'm just gonna cut these up real quick. You don't have to do this step, I'm just choosing to do that so that it fits a little bit better with our mini kind of theme we got going. Alright, so we're gonna use, I got my apples cut up. We're going to use a few dashes of ginger. If you want specific measurements, I would say do like a teaspoon. Alright, we're gonna add in our vanilla extract. Again, y'all know I don't measure with my heart. I'm just gonna use the little bit that I have left. You're gonna use a little bit of allspice. I just use a little bit because this can be really spicy if not. And then I also forgot to say, I'm gonna use some cinnamon. Alright, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and get this mixed up. Make sure we're cleaning our sides so we're mixing everything evenly. Then I'm also going to go ahead and add in a tablespoon of brown sugar in here just for some extra sweetness. And then you're also going to, I'm going to show you guys, we're going to do a little brown sugar and cinnamon mixture on the outside. So let's go ahead and mix all of this together. And y'all know the drill, let's taste it and make sure it tastes good before we go on to the next step. Good. Alright, so we're gonna set this to the side and we're gonna start working on our pie dough. Alright guys, so we got our pie crust out. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Okay. We got our pie crust out. This is the reason why I said to make sure you just let it stay hot. Because otherwise it's a pain in the, cold, not get hot. Because otherwise it could be a pain. So we're going to roll our pie crust out and then we're going to go ahead and cut mini pies. I have my baking sheet right here. Sorry y'all, I had to get organized. Okay, I have my baking sheet here. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the O's. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can so that I'm not wasting any pie crust. And you're just gonna cut a circle like that. Come back. Cut a circle. Back. Alright, so I got them cut out, and then I'm taking the extra. I just kneaded it together. I'm going to take my crust cutter and just make one more pie crust. And get it as close to the same width as these. And you can either use a rolly pin for this, or you can do what I'm doing and I'm just using the inside of my hand. Inside of my clean hand, emphasis. I'm gonna do it one more time, cut it. And perfect, voila. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our circle. I'm just stretching it out just a smidge. I'm gonna put, I'm gonna use actually a specific measurement so y'all can know. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of pie filling. Yeah, that's perfect. A tablespoon of pie filling. We're gonna fold it over. And then we're gonna use our fork and press it down. You're gonna use your fork and press it down. I actually took a little bit of it out. We're gonna press it down. It's okay if there's some that comes out. We'll clean that up in a minute. So it's gonna look like that. And then I have equal parts brown sugar, granulated sugar, and cinnamon. And I'm just gonna toss my pie in that sugar mixture. Just get it evenly coated. We're gonna shake out the excess, and then we're gonna line it on our sheet. Just like that. Now if you want it to be super neat, then you can of course put a little bit less filling, because I did put less, I squirted some of it out. But if you want it to be super neat, you don't want that brown edge, then by all means use maybe half of a tablespoon and fill up your pies. Use a fork to seal them, and then cover them in the sugar mixture. And then let's meet back here. Alright, so we have all of our pies closed and covered. Ignore this one, I tried to do a braid, but y'all know I'm not a pastry chef, I'm a savory chef, so y'all know what it is. So we're gonna pop these into our 350-degree oven until they're nice and golden brown, and then we'll come back and see how they taste. Alright guys, so I pulled my pies out of the oven, and I just went ahead and put them on this little tray because I'm just gonna keep them covered so that whoever comes in can grab one. Let's go ahead and taste them and see how they taste. The thing I like about this is the brown sugar kind of caramelizes when it bakes, so it creates this beautiful like caramel texture and flavor. They're still pretty hot. Let's see. See that caramely texture? And then you get a nice little crunch from the sugar baking into the pie crust. Really good. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. Alright guys, so you guys try it. Let me know what you think down below. And let me know how yours turned out. Cheers. Don't stay a tourist. Become a local and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you spread the love by liking and sharing this video for more local tourist cravings.